amazing competing in the SEC. I think it's the best conference.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Welcome inside the Exact Tech Arena at the Stephen C. O'Connell Center at the University of Florida for our live ESPN coverage of women's college gymnastics tonight. We have a huge top SEC matchup as LSU, the number 2 team in the country, visits Florida, the number 5 team. Here are the current conference standings in the SEC. How good is this conference? All 8 teams in the top 20 teams in the country. How about the matchup tonight? These 2 teams in the last 7 years have won, either one of them has won the SEC championship. They have split their last 10 regular season meetings, and they have 16 combined SEC tournament championships between them. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Connor. I'm with Bridget Sloan. I'm happy to be here in the O-Dome with you, Bridget. This is no stranger building to you, right? You've been here, you've succeeded here, you've been a many-time All-American. So let's talk about these 2 teams that we have in this match tonight.
Well, Florida right now is a very young team. They've got a lot of freshmen, so interchanging those lineups constantly, where on the other hand, LSU, they have returned all routines from last season. Really excited about tonight.
LSU, of course, is led by one of the #1 gymnasts in the country. That is Haley Bryant. For more, let's go to Taylor Davis.
Yeah, Bart, a combination of both excellence and consistency. Haley Bryant is the #1 all-arounder in the nation with a 39.733 average. She's top 10 on every event, and her lowest score this season, a 9.85. Head coach Jay Clark refers to her as an all-timer and says, as Haley Bryant goes, so too go the Tigers.
All right, top 10 in all 4 events. It's pretty rare that an athlete is so well balanced, but Haley Bryant, one of the greatest collegiate gymnasts of all time, in the competition tonight. Let's remind people how the meet format goes in a dual meet competition. 6 athletes who compete on each apparatus. Just the best 5 out of 6 scores count towards the team total. The home team gets what we call the Olympic order. That's vault, bars, beam, and floor. And the visitors do the reverse of that. They'll start on the bars and have to finish on the beam. For Florida, we're going to talk about this young team. Half the athletes on the team are underclass women, and Skylar Drazer is their leadoff competitor, a freshman.
Got a big ball here. That's Yurchenko, 1.5. It's a 10-0 start value. Really big start for the Gators. She had a little shuffle on that landing. Again, sticks are contagious, but sticks are what the judges are looking for. All those little deductions, they're gonna add up. So starting off strong, Skylar, a freshman, getting that confidence. Really nice start.
Leading off for the LSU Tigers is Alexis Jeffrey, the transfer from UCLA. She has done a terrific job in that leadoff spot for LSU, the #2 ranked team in the country.
And Alexis, so far, she's such a smooth bar swinger. Watching her in warm-up, she was very dynamic, and she worked a lot on this dismount that she's going to gear up for. Short on that handstand. Again, judges are looking for deductions. But right here, see if she can get the stick. And she saves it. A little wonky on that landing. You want to see those athletes be really firm when they land and no movement. She kind of did a little body shift, but those feet didn't move, which is very important. You see the stick crown. Well deserved, and a nice start for LSU, setting the tone for this bar rotation.
Sloan Blakely will be next up on vault for the home team. Huge crowd on hand tonight here. Every meet at the O-Dome has been sold out this year. So this incredible young team. Sloan Blakely will be up now. Skylar Drazer led them off with a 9.775.
And Sloan, this is going to be the same ball that we just saw from Skylar to Yurchenko, 1.5. Wow. She had a 9.925 last week on that ball. A slight shuffle on the landing, but again, that is a 10-0 start value. Really, really massive vault for Sloan Blakely. And right here, great block off, but you see those lines. The judges want to see those athletes land in between the lines. That's a clear indication that they are going a little crooked. So staying in between the lines, very important, but Sloan Blakely, again, 9.925 last week. See what she can do this week.
This has been an event that has shown some inconsistency, particularly by the young team. As we go back to LSU now on the bars, the sophomore for the Tigers, 9.85 was Alexis Jeffries' leadoff score.
And this is Ashley Cohen doing a very nice job. You saw that huge combination. Nice handstand, working on this dismount. It's a double layout. Can she get the stick? Oh, a tiny hop. In warm-up, she did about 15 dismounts, it seemed like. And she kept hopping forward, which shows the judges under rotation. No air there, but check out this release move. Huge over the bar. Wow. I mean, go-go gadget arms, well activated to get that combination.
She has been specializing on the bars and doing a nice job for the Tigers there. Back now to vault. 9.9 was the score for Sloan Blakely in that second vault spot. Here comes Victoria Wynn in the third spot.
Victoria, another Yurchenko, 1.5. Wow! Incredible! Adrian Bernay, one of the coaches for Florida, very excited. Victoria has really struggled last season with this vault, but has totally changed that mindset this season. And you can see it every weekend. And head coach Jenny Rowland, in her 9th season as the head coach, 5 SEC regular season championships under her belt.
She's had a variety of superstar athletes over her 9 seasons here. They have won several SEC championships, have not yet won an NCAA title under her leadership. Perhaps it's in the works this year, but they're going to have to get past LSU, and of course, they have people like Kaya Johnson.
Another star on this LSU team, aggressive in every handstand she does so far. This is looking beautiful. And the dismount, we haven't seen a stick from LSU on uneven bars yet, but one thing that LSU does great with is they have amplitude in every skill they do. And right here, so aggressive, this handstand. Chalk actually came off of her feet because she hit her heels together so hard, showcasing that handstand position. Incredible job for senior
Kaya Johnson over a year ago tore her Achilles, and she is back in the lineup in full force, competing consistently in the all-around. Now back to the freshmen and a young team from Florida. This is Anya Pilgrim.
Here's the 1.5. I wanted her to stick it. I thought she was going to. That was a huge Yurchenko 1.5. And one thing Anya does so well, she is cool, under control in everything she does, but the form throughout, a slight step to the side, that was the biggest deduction there, but those legs glued together. Wow, and just a freshman, I am so excited to see her future in the NCAA.
He's coming after 2 9.9s for Sloan Blakely and Victoria Wynn, so the score is building for the Gators in that opening rotation. Kaya Johnson got their second 9.825 in a row. Here comes Connor McLean. This could be spectacular.
Big church, right down to the low bar. That is a huge combination, very difficult. Connor McLean, a freshman, and already making a name for herself with her beautiful line you saw right there. And the dismount, slight shuffle on that landing. I really want to see LSU hone in on those landings. But one thing that they do not have any issue with is the height on these release moves. Wow. Well above the bar, great control. And this dismount, she sees the landing, it just doesn't absorb enough. Has to take those couple steps to the side. But again, very clean bar rotation for LSU.
Already 2 10s in her young career for the LSU Tigers. Here's another freshman for the Florida Gators. This is Danny Ferris coming after Anya Pilgrim. Got a 9.95.
The big one here, Yurchenko 1.5. Slight skew on the landing, but again, we're seeing so many 10-0 start values from this Florida team. Danny Ferris, again, the freshman, she had a 9.9 last week. Just gaining that confidence every single week is so crucial for this Florida team.
Top teams are doing all their vaults with 10-0 start values. We can explain that as the competition goes on. Basically, every skill has a value on vault, right? And not all of them are from a perfect 10, are they?
Absolutely not. Some are that 995.
Savannah Shane here, formerly as a Florida Gator, now a transfer to LSU, and she is superb here.
Flies, she soars, and she's aggressive. Glues her feet together.
I really thought she was going to get a 10 last week when she hit one of the cleanest routines we've ever seen, and this is good today.
And this dismount, hop on the landing, that's not going to be a 10, but one thing that Savannah does so well, she can control no matter how high or far she is on those release moves. She always gets that control back. Head coach Jay Clark, the bar coach, in his 4th season as the LSU head coach.
They have the deepest team they ever have. There's 11 seniors and graduate students on this team. They have gone from a year where they had a very little depth to a year that they have a embarrassment of riches with these superb athletes, and this might be their best shot at their NCAA championship, what they have yet to win. 3 times they've been the runner-up at the Nationals. Florida on track for a season high here after Danny Ferris gets a 9.9. Here is Leanne Wong. She's already averaging over 9.9.
Wow, another huge vault. That was a Yurchenko half on, front pipe off. Very unique vault. Leanne does it so well. Check out the height, but one thing I love that Leanne does is she controls her landing so nicely. Just a slight shuffle, but right here, she sees the landing, has so much power that she has to control. Personally, I never knew what that felt like on vault. Has too much power, but controlling it, Leanne does well, and head coach Jenny Rowland excited about that one.
Very happy about their first rotation. We go back now to bars. Here is Haley Bryant, the #1 all-arounder in the country.
And Haley, so far, deductions minimal, the legs glued together, handstands right where they need to be in this dismount. The blind cage, double front with a half.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is the stick that LSU has been looking for, and no doubt Haley Bryant delivers.
All of their scores are between 9.825 and 9.85. Yet due to the 9.9s on bars.
The amplitude that LSU has on every skill on bars is so impressive, but this dismount, I mean, that is just perfection.
Florida, a season high on vault there. For them, a 49.6, which is over a 9.9 average. So Florida off to a terrific start here at home in front of a full house in the O-Dome. Haley Bryant's score came in. It's a 9.925 for LSU. After the break, we'll get caught up on all the season storylines of these 2 top 5 teams.